Hey guys, what's up? It's freaking 9:45 on a Thursday night, March, whatever the heck it is. I just finished Shadow and Bone. I finished this so fast because the first half of the book is a 5-star read, maybe? No. Okay, 4.5. Like, there are definitely some flaws, but the story is so incredible, so entertaining. The writing isn't the best, but like the story, I love the story. And then the last half of the book, I literally read all today because I was so pissed off about it. This book went from being a 4.5-star book to a 3-star book because of the second half of the book. I'm not gonna give anything away because this is a very popular book and I know a lot of people are still out there gonna read it or something, you know what I mean? Anyways, how predictable. How freaking predictable. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to write a Goodreads review on this. I'll probably do the first half. I'm so pissed off that I want to do a spoilery review because I want to say things. But what I'll probably do is on Goodreads do the first half of the review non-spoilery like normal, and then do the second half of the review blocked out spoilery because I've got shiz to say. Your girl's pissed. But I don't understand because I can't say anything without freaking spoiling the book and it's killing me. I usually don't want to read the next series in the book right away because I have so many other freaking books I need to read. But I want to read, I forget what the next one is called, Siege and Storm, I think. I want to read Siege and Storm because I need answers. And so many people love these books. I need effing answers. Why was the second half of this book so horrible? Why? Why was everything that happened so predictable? Why? Why did that person have to turn out to be that way? Why? Because it was so predictable. That's how freaking upset I am about this. I'm sorry. Okay, anyways. I'm probably going to start reading the next one ASAP because like I said, I need answers. And comment down below if you really like this series. I know everyone loves Six of Crows. Like, everyone and their dog loves Six of Crows. But I really wanted to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, like the Grishaverse trilogy before Six of Crows, because I know that a lot of people say you can read Six of Crows without reading the Grishaverse trilogy, but I wanted to have the entire experience, so hence reading this. Jeez. Okay, I'm done pouting. But I wanted to tell you guys, update you guys on my other things. So, right now I'm like this far through the Assassin's Blade. I'm doing this strictly audiobook, really. I mean, I've read a little bit, but it's mainly audiobook. I am on page 182, which is a little less than halfway, because I think there's like 200 some odd. No, sorry, 400 some odd pages. Yeah, 435. I am into the third novella, I think, which is called like The Assassin in the Desert. So it's pretty good, but I'm kind of glad I'm listening to it on audiobook because I feel like if I was reading it, I just wouldn't care. Not because it's not good writing or anything like that, but just because all of the characters I fell in love with throughout the series aren't in this except for Selena. So I just feel like I wouldn't care. Have I started Enchante? No, I haven't started Enchante because I've been so freaking bloody obsessed with the Shadow and Bone book. Like, I can't even tell you guys, like, I literally read this book within 2 full days because of how obsessed I was with the first half of the book. Like, so obsessed. And the second half was so bad. Okay, I gotta stop. I could talk about this so much. Okay, I'm gonna go and I will update you guys later. And yeah, thanks. I'll see you next time. Okay, guys, so the last time I think I vlogged was Saturday. And it is Wednesday. In fact, it's probably technically Thursday because it's after midnight. But I wanted to update you guys with what I'm reading right now because I feel like I've gotten myself maybe a little in over my head because I have like 4 books I'm currently working on. Anyways, let me show you. So I'm currently reading Shatter Me. I'm like 100 or maybe 80 pages into it. 105 pages into it. So far I'm really intrigued. I'm actually budding reading this with Majelle and I will link her channel down below. She is my favorite booktuber. Anyways, we are buddy reading it and I'm just like kind of like very intrigued but also I have a lot of questions that I want answered. Like, so many people I follow on Twitter and booktube and all of that love this series, so I am keen to get through it and enjoy it, and I'm really intrigued still. I just have lots of questions, you know? The next book I'm working on is Siege and Storm, and this is the second to Shadow and Bone, and I'm like 70% of the way through maybe, and I'm liking this better than the first one. If you saw the previous clip, you know how I feel about the first one, but I'm liking this better than the first one, but it is a lot slower. But there's Nikolai, and so that is a huge plus because I love Nikolai. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going because I'm really excited to read Six of Crows, and I will force myself to finish the Grishaverse series, like the Shadow and Bone series, before I get to Six of Crows / Crooked Kingdom / then King of Scars, I think is Nikolai's book. Yeah, King of Scars. The third book I'm currently working on is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Like 2 weeks ago, I finished my reread of the Sorcerer's Stone, which I sometimes like to call the Philosopher's Stone because I think it's cooler because it's British, so duh. Anyways, I am on chapter 5, The Whomping Willow. So Ish is about to get crazy in this book. I'm super excited. I really like book 2, so I'm really excited to reread it. And then I'm also doing an audiobook of Tower of Dawn. I just finished the audiobook of, what's it called again? Why am I spacing? The Assassin's Blade. I don't know if you guys watched my last reading vlog. I think I talked about it in there, but I have read Throne of Glass books 1 through 5, and I was going to read Tower of Dawn, then Assassin's Blade, then Kingdom of Ash to finish it off. But a subscriber was like, you should read the Assassin's Blade first because they have some characters in the Assassin's Blade that you will learn, like meet in Tower of Dawn. So I was like, okay, why not? So I did the audiobook. I did read maybe about 20% of it, but most of it was audiobook. And I have a feeling that's how this is going to be with Tower of Dawn because I'm not super interested in Kale. I am really excited to meet Irene again, or yeah, Irene, because we met her in Assassin's Blade and I really liked her. So if the story picks up a lot and gets me really intrigued, then I'll probably read a lot of it too. So those are the 4 books I'm working on. I've got 2 more books on my nightstand, but I'm telling myself not to read those till March because they're April, because they're technically on my April TBR. So we'll see how successful I am with that because I'm really in a reading mood. Anyways, I need to go to bed. So does Sam. And it's late and I've got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna read probably maybe a few chapters out of Shatter Me, and then a few chapters out of Siege and Storm, and then hit the hay and do it all again tomorrow. Good night, y'all. I can't remember the last time I vlogged. I think it was 2 nights ago. I think it was Wednesday night. It is currently Friday evening, like 6, almost 6, and I just wanted to say hi and catch up with you guys, let you know where I'm at on some of my books. Currently, I am pretty close to being done with Siege and Storm. I have like 60 pages left tops, so tonight I will be finishing this. I am just not obsessed. This book is much slower than the first 2, so I'm just like forcing myself to get through it at this point. I love Nikolai with all my heart, and I really like the Darkling, but in this book you just don't get a lot of the Darkling. I don't think that's a spoiler, but you just don't get a lot of him. You get him at the beginning, and I haven't finished, so maybe we get him at the end as well. But it's a lot of Alina, and I'm not a fan of Alina, and it's a lot of Mal, and I'm not a fan of Mal. I am a fan of Nikolai though, and I just want more of Nikolai. I feel like Nikolai just carries this series on his back at this point. So, and that's what a lot of people are saying actually. So I will finish this tonight. Maybe I'll do another clip tonight, or maybe tomorrow, letting you guys know how I felt about it. Next up, we have Shatter Me. I took the dust jacket off. It's this book right here. I took the dust jacket off because I always take the dust jacket off when I'm reading them, because I don't want the dust jacket to get ruined, and also it's just nice to like keep it on the shelf. This book I really like so far, but I have lots of questions. So I said this earlier, but I'm buddy reading this with Majel. I'm currently on chapter 29, which is page 193, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm also like, I have questions, like the Camila Cabello song. Love that song. I have questions because a few questions have been answered, but then those answers only like opened up more questions, you know? Not into the love interest in this book, although I hear a lot, his name is Adam, and all over book Twitter and all over booktube and bookstagram. Everyone always talks about Warner, so I know that Adam's most likely not the ish like later on, you know what I mean? And I'm not really for him now. I feel like everything he says is like really perfect, Disney-like, like every word that comes out of his mouth is just exactly what should be said at the time. And I feel like our main girl Juliet is just like, I feel like it's just a bunch of cliches. That being said, I'm really interested in the plot. I haven't read a dystopian in a long time. In fact, I'm not a big fan of dystopians. I mainly like more fantasy, but dystopians that I've read are obviously Hunger Games, because that's one of my favorite book series of all time. Divergent, which horrible ending to a story, just gonna throw that out there. Loved the first book though, and I liked the second book. Anyways, I'm really liking this. I just wish there was a little less cliche going on. Cliche, I know some people say cliche or whatever you want to say it, but I'm really interested because these are really highly rated and the ratings only go up after this one. So I'm definitely going to keep reading and continue on with the series. And it's a quick read. I feel like I'm getting through this so fast. At the beginning, I wasn't in love with the writing style because it's very staccato, and the author writes a note at the beginning of the book explaining that. So I'm not going to like fault the book for that. But it's because of the main character and what she has been through and how she like hasn't talked to anyone for almost a year. And obviously she can't touch anyone because of her powers, and that's not a giveaway, that's literally on the dust jacket. She has like a deathly touch, so she doesn't touch anyone. So she just hasn't had like any human interaction. So she's kind of like really close to going insane, and I say that in a really nice way because I would be too. I really like our main character. I just want her to break out of her shell a little bit more, but I don't fault her for not breaking out of her shell because of what she's been through. That's all I should say about that. Next, I'm reading Tower of Dawn. I'm actually listening. I'm gonna focus on listening to this until I finish these two books, and then I'm going to read most of this, but I just can't juggle physically reading 3 books at a time, and yeah. I'm also reading Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, but I haven't been able to read that probably since earlier this week, so I'm still only on chapter 5, I think, which is the Whomping Willow, and obviously it's amazing. This is probably my second and a half, maybe third time of rereading the entire series. I say that because I read them when I was in elementary/middle school as they were coming out. And then in high school, at the end of high school, I started kind of rereading them a little bit. And then I don't think I read all of them. I honestly can't remember what happened. Anyways, my camera just ran out of space, so I had to delete some stuff off the memory card. So I don't know where that cut off. Anyways, Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets, great stuff. But I need to focus on finishing these 2 books before I can get too deep into Tower of Dawn, and then also Chamber of Secrets. This one will for sure be finished by tonight, and this one I'm probably going to make some progress onto tonight too, because this is only going to take me 40 minutes or so maybe to finish it because I don't have a lot left. And this one's such a quick read. At the end of this book, they have a novella that's in Warner's perspective, which I'm really excited to read actually. So like Shatter Me is this long, and then the rest of this is the novella called Destroy Me, which is based off of Warner's perspective, I believe. I'm really excited for that because throughout this entire book reading process, I just want to know more about Warner. Anyways, I gotta finish, actually I really need to finish these 2 tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll finish Shatter Me, because tomorrow I'm filming my March wrap up and then my April TBR. They're gonna be 2 separate videos, so I'm really excited for that. And anyways, I don't have anything else to say, and I've sat you guys down here for too long. And I've got to get ready to go to dinner. My mom is in town, and we're all just gonna hang out together and eat dinner, and I'll probably be reading in the corner like a true antisocial INFJ. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you in my next clip. So really, I'm not letting you guys go. I'll see you in my next clip. Hey y'all, let's talk. It is Saturday, probably 2:20, 2:27, close enough. But I finished Siege and Storm, and let me grab it. So I first want to talk about the cover. This is like the redo of the covers, because this isn't the original. The set I bought are not the original covers, but I kind of like these better because they're cuter, I guess. This one, slow-mo, very slow. I also didn't like the ending. I'm not gonna give anything away, but it seemed really forced and really pushed and like, yeah. Will I keep reading? Yes, I'm going to try because I think I'm going to be in love with Six of Crows, and because of that, I want to give everything I can to this series so that when I go into Six of Crows, I'm like, yes, I know what's going on. Well, I know it's like different people and everything, but like, yes, I know the gist of this. I'm good. We're golden. So, yeah. I kind of wrote kind of a long Goodreads review, not a long Goodreads review because like, I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like I was so disappointed in the first book that I just don't care. I think Leigh Bardugo like has a really awesome plot. I just hate the execution of it, and that's why I keep reading, because I like the plot. But the execution is not my favorite. I like the characters except for the main character and the main love interest. Everyone else I think is a great character. Well, some other characters are great, some other characters just meh, but I think I'm gonna love Six of Crows. So I'm giving this book everything I've got as a woman, as a strong, independent gal. I'm giving everything I've got to this book, so this series, I mean, but I'm gonna put it back now. As far as Shatami goes, I think I read one chapter last night. I was so tired last night that like I finished Siege and Storm, and homegirl goes to bed like way too late. Like I usually go to bed at like 1:30, 1:20 is probably my average. But I was so tired last night after a week of going to bed that late and waking up at 7:45 or whatever. Your girl was beat. So I fell asleep at like 12:40 last night probably. I did read one more chapter of Shatter Me though. I'm on chapter 30 and so far I'm liking this. Michelle and I have been like messaging about it back and forth, and I think we're kind of on the same page. Like we've got a lot of questions, we want some answers, we're intrigued, but like what's going on? You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping there's like a big amazing ending with like a cliffhanger that like pushes me onto the next one. So we'll see about that. I did already buy the next one though. I did order it on Barnes & Nobles. I did have a coupon, so I was like, why the heck not? And I also was impulsive and bought the 5th one that comes out actually in like 2 days when I'm filming this, or 3 days. It's like April 2nd. And it was like on pre-order, it was on sale. How do you say her name? Tahera, why do I suck at that name? Tahera Mafi signed it. Well, it's a signed edition. It's probably like not really signed, but you know how it is. All right, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. That's really all I have to update you with. I read a little bit more of Tower of Dawn, also listened to a little bit more of Tower of Dawn, but I'm still towards the beginning. And I've done a lot of talking in this vlog, and is anyone even watching? Probably not. I'm about to film my March wrap up and then probably my April TBR if I have time, so I'll see you there. Wait a second, I had 2 more things to tell you guys. I don't know why, but I impulsively bought this on, I'll create this print of Jude and Carden from the Girl Prints. It is slightly bent, so that happened in the mail. What can you do? But it's so pretty, and this is like my 2nd or 3rd favorite book of all time, so. I also forgot to show you that I bought Iron Man Funko Pop. I'm getting so good at saying Funko Pop rather than Pop Socket. Funko Pop. Iron Man matches my Thor and Loki over here, but we put him over here to like space things out.